What's up, people? King in the building. And no, I'm not officially back. I just had to do this video. I guess I am I kind of miss you guys. I kind of had to leave. I had to focus on something. Another career path I'm working on. Trying to leave something for my kids, man. You know, well, I got one child, but trying to leave something for my son when I leave here. Because let's be real, guys. We have to understand something that this world is built on currency. And I seen a video earlier today about people who are starting to like cut life off and go live off the grid, whatever. And I pray to God people don't have kids, because spirituality don't pay the bills, man. You know what I mean? Your kids may not be as spiritual as you, so what you're leaving behind is nothing physically than your failure as a parent, in my opinion. So anybody who thinks it's okay to just cut the world off and live in seclusion and you got children, you're fucking batshit crazy. And I will stand on that and double down on it if anybody got a problem with it. But we need to talk about self-awareness today, because it's been misconstrued. It's been confused it's been confused, man. People, the thing about spiritual people is they love to put their own spin on things. So anyways, to the subject, self-awareness. We need to understand what self-awareness is, because I'm seeing what I see spiritual people have a tendency of changing the narrative of something, changing the definition of something to fit the narrative. Spiritual people are good for that. They're good for changing what something means to make it fit their narrative, so they don't have to put it in work. And this is where that gets debunked today, right? And what self-awareness actually is. People think that self-awareness is accepting where you are and understanding where you are, accepting where you are, and then living that truth. That's not what it is at all. I gotta make this video because this is like something that spiritual people are doing across the globe, man. Like every platform I see, the ignorance of what self-awareness really is. Self-awareness is a big deal for the human psyche, but it's not the biggest deal. You know what I'm saying? We have made self-awareness is big ass fucking like it's God or something like that. And so many things come before that. Number one, you have to be conscious to be self-aware. You know what I mean? Self-aware is the understanding of your level of consciousness. It's not, consciousness is different from self-awareness. Self-awareness is something separate from consciousness. You have to be conscious first. And if you still have, I've seen people who are still sleeping, people who have not had a spiritual awakening, who think like regular sheep, saying that they're aware, self-aware. Because here's the thing about self-awareness, guys. It can be confused with surviving your own problems. It can be confused with surviving your own bad decisions. I've seen people marry the wrong person, the obvious wrong person, get dogged the fuck out, thrown back on the streets, and then they survive, and then time has passed, and they got back on their feet, and they think they're special, and all of a sudden they're self-aware now. It's not what self-awareness is. You know what I mean? Because it's the same thing. And the truth, the biggest indication of a person that claims self-aware and they're not self-aware is the ones who get triggered very easily. You know, you see them guys. They support these people that talk this nonsense, and then the comment section, if you have anything negative, anything that doesn't go against what they think is right, they lash out at you. Those are the ones. Those are the biggest frauds of self-aware frauds out here that say they're self-aware, they're really not. Because what self-awareness is the understanding that your actions are not aligning with your intentions. That's what self-awareness really is. It's not about accepting where you are. It's not about knowing where you are. It's not nothing to do with that. And this is what people are getting mixed up at. It's not about that at all. It's about understanding. See, people who are self-aware don't make the same mistakes. See, people who are truly self-aware don't have an addiction problem. They don't have things they can't let go. They understand that the outcome of their life comes from their decisions, and because in the past they didn't make the right decisions, it didn't align with their intentions. But it doesn't mean that you're a failure or you wanted to be something you're not. What it means is that you understand that what you intended to do, your actions did not line up with it. Meaning you act off impulse. People who act off impulse, who get triggered, are not self-aware. Being triggered is the opposite of self-awareness. How people understand? I've been triggered before. I trigger on purpose because I feel like you push me enough, I'm going to show you my teeth. That's what it is. I've been in situations where I purposely went rogue and laid down some. I know how to hurt people. I know what to say to you to hurt you. I'm not a pushover. I'm not somebody you can bully. So I know exactly what to say to people to hurt them. So if you push me hard enough, I will show my teeth. But I never lose control. I don't act off impulse. If I lash out at you, it's on purpose. It means that you cross a line that you can't come back from. And I've lashed out at you on purpose. You don't see me lose control like that. You don't see me. If someone, it's been many folks in my comment section who have said rude things to me. I don't respond with rudeness. I don't respond with anger. You know what I mean? If I do, it means you cross a line. Period. Because I understand that my intention is never to hurt someone. My intention is never to mislead someone. If I'm wrong, I say I'm sorry. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong about something, if I say something that I shouldn't have said, I am the first to admit I'm wrong, and I would not make that mistake again, because self-aware people understand that that wasn't my intention, but my actions did not show that. This is what self-awareness is. Stop it with the take me as I am and all this shit here. It's not self-awareness. You're just confusing. You're just painting a narrative that you're painting a definition that fits your narrative, and it's not what it is. So we have to understand that, guys. So self-awareness is not this big ass, it's not this huge thing that everybody's going to save you from anything. You know what I mean? First of all, being conscious enough to understand, where you're wrong and where you need improvement. I've heard I heard more people in spiritual world tell people that take me as I am, like they have no room for improvement. You have to bend to my rules. You have to cater to me. You have to understand where I'm coming from. You have to be the person that I want. It's I, me. These are people that lack self-awareness. You can have had a spiritual awakening, and you can be conscious enough to know that you had an awakening and not be self-aware. And see, people think, that's why I always told you guys in the past, I know I erased my videos, but I've always said in my other videos that the awakening part, the awakening part is just the beginning. You don't stop growing because you awaken now, because you have a consciousness, you understand what's going on around you. A conscious person understands the world and the environment around them and what needs to change and they also have the motivation to do so. That's what consciousness is. Self-aware is lining your actions up with those intentions. You see how they links together? They're not the same. So you can't have a spiritual awakening and become conscious and be self-aware. You have to gain self-awareness. And my opinion is the best way to do it is through personal life experiences. But that's another video. I've always said that in all my videos. Experience things first before you ask for answers. That's why I don't follow people. That's why I don't follow spiritual people who claim to be leaders. I take from them what I can that applies to my life, and the rest is just I'm gonna find out on my own. You know what I mean? Which is the reason why I kind of took a hiatus from these videos, because I needed to find something out. I needed to understand my actions would not align up with my intentions. My intentions were to be somewhere in life that I wasn't there, and my actions at the time was lined up with what I wanted. So I had to step back from these videos and kind of make sure that my intentions and what I want in my life come to pass. Do that first and focus on that 100%. Then I can do what I want after that. And so far so good, guys. But a self-aware person understands that. And I'm not totally self-aware myself. I still got work to do. But we need to understand the difference between being conscious, aka awake, and self-aware. It doesn't go hand in hand automatically, guys. I really need people to understand that. It does not go hand in hand. The majority of spiritual people are not self-aware. I can say that from the comments I've seen, other channels, from the followers, from the sheep to the leaders. There are so many people that are not self-aware. There are so many people teaching their own agendas. Instead of telling people, hey, go out and find an answer yourself, you're putting your answers on other people and forcing your narrative on other people, when you should be telling people to go live life and experience it yourself. I can't tell you where you should be in life, what you should do. Go experience it. Why is it that thousands of people just do what people say? Because it fits the narrative. It fits what you want to do anyway. It fits what you want to do anyway. If you want to cut your people off and live in a goddamn cave, all you need is one person to co-sign with you that has a YouTube channel, and here you are flocking to the caves and live like goddamn cavemen. And some of y'all got freaking children. It's a goddamn shame. Carrie get mad. Anyways, but I did a short video. I had to do this, man. I had to do this. Maybe somebody hear this that needs to hear it. I don't know who needs to hear it, but somebody needs to hear it. Becoming awakened makes you conscious, not self-aware. Okay? Self-awareness is It's understanding that your intentions and that your actions and what you're doing and saying is not matching up with the intentions, of what you want. Meaning that if you want something out of life, your intentions is to get there. You have to understand what you need to do to get there. And if you wanted to be something outside of an average human, especially if you have a talent or a gift, self-awareness is getting off your ass and understanding what needs to be done to get the outcome you want in your life. True self-aware people don't sit around. True self-aware people don't understand sitting around doing nothing, because who intends to be nothing? Who intends not to be fruitful? Who intends not to leave a kid something behind? Who intentions is that? Who has an intention? Maybe a homeless person, but I don't know. But who has the intention of waking up every day to purposely do nothing to further their life? No one does that. Which means those of you who are in a bad situation, those of you who are financially stable, your intentions are not to go to work and come home every day. That's not your intention. So how about this here? How about be the self-aware person you claim you be, and understand what actions it's going to take to make your intentions valid. That's what self-aware people do. That's what they do. There is no other way to live. So the word is just getting out of hands, running rampant in this world, and I had to say something. I missed talking to you guys. I see I lost some subscribers. That's cool. He wasn't loyal anyway. I'm joking, but it's King. I had to say that. I'll do a video every now and then if I feel the need to say something. But other than that, guys, self-awareness, consciousness, understand the difference. Peace.